It's me, Leslie Worden, Director of Outdoor Program and Camping for Girl Scouts of the Desert Southwest. I'm outside today because it's just absolutely gorgeous. For those of you that know Camp Mitre Peak, you know I'm sitting at the picnic benches right in front of the kiva. It's really nice and shady here. It's just beautiful. It's a great place to sit and talk about outdoor safety. Now, I know a lot of you are probably missing Camp Mitre Peak right now. I completely understand. A lot of y'all that have been here to visit, maybe when it rains a little bit, you get a little upset when we don't let you hike afterwards. Well, I've got some videos that our camp ranger actually shot that I'm going to show. I'll show them all throughout this video, and it's going to show you the reason why we do that. So when we talk about outdoor safety, what all do you think that entails? Being aware of your surroundings, that's huge. Do you think that means just looking for snakes and out here at camp maybe raccoons or stuff like that? Yeah, it includes all of that, but it also includes watching the weather, okay? So there are different kinds of clouds. There are clouds that you can just tell that it's going to rain, and then there are the storm clouds. Now, the reason that I'm talking to you about this is because those of you that love camp and have never been here when the creek is running, it's gorgeous. I'm going to show you what it looks like here in a little while. But with that is also how dangerous it can be, okay? And that's why we don't let you guys hike after it has rained, because you never know when that creek is going to come down. And when it comes down, it's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very, almost angry, I guess I'll just use that term. It's not a very technical term, but it is very forceful. And you'll see that soon in the videos. So first I'm going to walk over to the Kickapoo Bridge, and I'm going to show you what the creek looks like right now. Let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know how. Hold, please. Okay, so now I'm going to walk over to the creek, but first, let me give you guys a shot of that mountain I know you love and miss. Let's see if we can get it in view. Ah, there it is. Beautiful Mitre Peak. So again, for those of you that have been out here, you know it's a treat when the creek comes down. So those of you that haven't been out here, I'm going to show you what our creek typically looks like. Okay? So, I'm almost here at the bridge, and you can see all that dirt down in there? That's our creek. Okay? So I'm going to walk up on the bridge and show you a few things. Okay. So, now look at those. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look at those tracks down there, guys. I just love all the wildlife out here. Okay, so let's look up this way. The creek goes quite a ways up there. Comes down here. You can see where it's still a little bit damp on the sides. Okay, still a little bit damp. Now, I know this doesn't look different to those of you that have been out here, because this is pretty much how you see it all the time. See the retaining wall all the way down. Now, I'm going to show you this road over here, because this road is actually pretty important in the video that one of the videos that you're going to see later. Okay, that road right there. Sorry, I'm not real good at zooming in and out, y'all. But again, you can kind of see the difference in the color of the sand. It's a little bit different. Still a little bit wet on the sides. So, that is our beautiful creek. I am going to go up to one more spot to show you. Actually, I'll probably do 2 more shots because they're all in the videos. So, Hold, please.
Up there's the road where that is. Looking back up towards the canyon.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start back here so that the videos that you see look kind of the same, because I know that that's where our Camp Ranger started. So we're headed down to the Kickapoo Bridge now. And it's hard for me to do this and walk. Let me tell you, all those people that do YouTube videos and all that, they're pretty good. I'm not used to all of this. There's a few steps. Now, as you can see down here, we still have a little bit of water left. Okay? I just think that's beautiful. I love seeing water in the creek. But this is not the kind of water in the creek that I was going to tell you about or show you on reasons why you need to be aware of your surroundings when you're camping. So, zoom back in. So beautiful. And then on this other side, you can see it's starting to dry up a little bit. Let's see if we can go down. Now you see down there, let me see if I can zoom in. For those of you that haven't been here before, see down where you can kind of see some of those big rocks? That's just a little bit further from down there. That's where we were earlier. Okay, so as you can see, the water is starting to dry up. There's little parts where it's kind of flowing just a little bit. But this is nothing compared to what you're going to see in these next videos. Okay, one more look at the pretty calm water over here. Oh, I love that reflection. Look at that. And we'll just go up. So when we talk about being aware of your surroundings, I don't know, do you guys think there may be anything up in these trees, these bushes? There are definitely always things that you need to look for when you're camping. Let's look up at the sky right now. Right now, the sky is absolutely gorgeous. You can see some of our little mountaintops there. The sky is absolutely gorgeous. No thunderheads, nothing like that. Oh, looky. It's kind of a little fun tour for those of you that are missing Camp Mitre Peak, huh? A little bit of a tour for you. I just wanted to show you guys the skies. And now we're going to head to the final part of the road before we get into why you need to watch and be very aware of your surroundings.
This is the bridge at Kickapoo. Coming from back over there, there, and there. Really ripping through there. I'll see if I can get another better shot.
Okay, so the next portion of this video that you're going to see is first pool. If you're not familiar with Camp Mitre Peak, if you've never been out here, we have some incredible hikes. Like, once everything is over and people can get out and about again, you've definitely got to come check out our hikes. Our facility's beautiful, the hikes are amazing, so you definitely need to come check us out. But this first video, it's going to show you first pool. Now, first pool is beautiful anytime. It doesn't matter if there's low water, if there's high water, but what you're going to see is raging water. Now, the way this happened was we got a rain. It was on Sunday, on Mother's Day, and it was a good hard rain. It rained hard, like hard, for probably about an hour. No, 30 minutes. Just kidding, 30 minutes. Then it was that good soft rain, the kind that you always want, that just penetrates the ground, and you're thinking, yes, my grass is gonna get green. So it was that for about 30 minutes, and then the hard rain for about 30 minutes. And that is all it took for what you're about to see next.
Here we are at first pool. That is first pool. There it is, exiting first pool. Give you another shot of first pool. And now for the amazing part. Look at all that water coming off that waterfall in the first pool. That's literally incredible.
Wasn't that gorgeous? Oh, I wish I'd have been up there with him when he was filming this, but there were other things that I needed to be doing, and I had no idea what he was going to find up there. So he actually was filming this to show to family, but once I realized what he had, I knew that I needed to share it with you, because I really want everyone to understand. And it doesn't even have to be here at Camp Mitre Peak. Anytime you're out camping, it's always a good idea to be aware of your surroundings. Like, let's say you're going to a new place. Now, we know when Girl Scouts plan a camping trip, we know that you research it, and that you always make sure that you know the ins and outs of everything that you're going to be doing. But one thing, if you don't have it on your list, one thing that you want to add, find aerial trails or find maps of the trails. Figure out where those trails go, and figure out the best place for you to put your tents. Also, if you're going to be hiking, make sure that you're aware if there are any creeks like the one that we have here. If there are places where there's water runoffs. Because once you've seen what you just saw, you're about to see some more. You don't want to be caught in that, okay? And that literally was after 1 hour of rain. 30 minutes hard rain, 30 minutes of soft rain. So it can happen in a flash. We don't ever want any of you caught out in that anywhere, whether it's here at camp, whether it's at a place you go to all the time, whether it's a new park that you go to. Just always be aware. Make sure that you know what you're getting yourselves into. Now, when you go to set up your tents, I want you to stop and think about this. Do you want to set it up like way up high, sorry, there are bugs getting me. Do you want to set it way up high like what I showed you on the mountains just now? Probably not a good idea. It would be a beautiful view, but probably not a good idea. What about down low, like maybe in the creek? Seems kind of safe. No, it doesn't seem safe. So your best bet is you can have a shelter. You can build yourself a shelter that's near trees, but in the event of rain, you don't want to be underneath the trees. It's best if you can get your tent a little bit on an angle in the event that you're going to have rain. That way, if water does for some reason get in your tent, it can roll out a little bit, okay? Because you don't want that water collecting in there. There's all kinds of safety about the bugs. They're getting me. I thought this would be a good time of day to film, but apparently I was wrong. You don't, I totally lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about tents and where to put them. Just do your research. There's all kinds of things online. We do have our safety activity checkpoints. And I know that those are being gone over before you head out camping. Just use your best judgment. Have a conversation with all of the Girl Scouts, all of the leaders, all of the parents that happen to be there, so that you can figure out the best place for you in the event that it should rain. Okay? So, now we're going to head into another really, really exciting video. Now, I will tell you, this particular video, it does look like our camp ranger is right on the edge of those rocks. I'll tell you, you know how I was zooming in and out earlier? He was zoomed in, okay? Because when I saw that, I freaked out. So just know that he's not right on that raging water. He was zooming in just to show the sheer force of that water. Okay? Hold, please.
Make our way back up the hill. There you can see Mitre in the background and the camp. Now we're going to go through Fat Man Squeeze. Let's hope this fat man can make it. It's a little snug, but I made it. Then we'll go on up this way. There's part of first pull again. There we're looking at the waterfall. We're up above it now. We'll come on over here, up above the waterfall, in between pulling 1 and 2. And this is before the waterfall, going into first pull. Still a ton of water. Totally crazy standing here and watch all this water flow through here like this.
Okay, believe it or not, this is the same part of the road that you just saw. This road actually leads out to our corrals and our barn, but it's completely dry now. I just, our camp ranger was actually going to clean it up, but I wanted to show y'all. Number one, it rained hard enough that it cut this road a little bit. But look at this. Look at this big branch that it brought down, that water brought down. You see that? That was not there before. Okay? And you saw just the sheer force of that water that was coming down. Now, there's also a cardboard box over there. We have no idea where that came from. None. It wasn't here before. It came from somewhere up the creek. So I'm going to show you this way. Okay, so see, this is the creek just down the other way from the bridge over by the Kiva. Now this, in that video that you saw, and I know that it was a short video, at that point he was just filming just for us, but I really wanted to use this, like I said earlier, to show y'all. So this was, I mean, literally me standing here now, I would have been up to my neck in water. And then you can see where it flows on down there and goes off of our camp property. But I want you to look at the size of this branch that it brought down. Not only did it bring it down, but it twisted it too. Because as you saw as I was walking down, this is lengthwise with the road. And see up there all the leaves and debris that it left in its wake. And that is probably up to about my chest. So again, you just never know how quick things can change.
Up there's the road where that is. Looking back up towards the canyon.
Okay, so that road was crazy, right? You saw what it looked like beforehand, and that's what it literally looks like pretty much all the time. The creek does not come down very often here, and that's why, that's cute. That's why it's such a big deal, and that's why I know there's a lot of alumni and campers that are going to be watching this because they love to see when the creek comes down. But it's just insane to think that within a matter of minutes, it can go from that dry to what you've seen in the videos. And that's why it's important to always be aware of your surroundings, these bugs. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always know the area that you're going to. Don't be scared. Get out and explore. But be prepared. Be smart and be safe. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the water under the bridge. That's the part that everyone always likes to see because it's really neat when the water's going under the bridge. What did you guys think about the force of that water? Like, it looked like it was white capping. It looked like, I mean, there was some serious force behind it. So imagine if you guys were all here and it had stopped raining and we said, yeah, you guys can go ahead and go hike. And let's say you were doing a little boulder bouncing in the creek bed and that water were to come down. That would not be good. And that's exactly why we don't let y'all hike right after it rains like this. You never know when the water is going to come down. And this time it was really forceful. So it's just a safety precaution. And when you're somewhere that you don't know, it's better safe than sorry. I know I love to camp. I love going different places. I love exploring different places. And so I know that sometimes it's disappointing when you're at this new place and you just want to go and explore and discover everything that they have to offer. But it's always best to be safe first. So in the event that you see you're out and about hiking or you're out and about exploring and you see the, sorry, I lost, me and selfie sticks, we're not friends. And you see those thunderheads building, it's best to go ahead and go back to your camp. Or if the thunderheads are building, it's best to just stay there until it is safe, until the rain has stopped. I would say, especially if there are creeks around and things like that, it's just best. In our case, not only is there a creek around, but we have a lot of rocks. I don't know if you can see any of the rocks behind me. We have a lot of rocks out here, and our mountains were formed by volcanoes, so they're rocky as well. So rocks can be slick when they're wet. So there's just so many reasons. But the number one thing that I wanted to show you is just how quick it can go from dry. And I'm telling you, this creek was as dry as what I showed you before the rain. And it can change just that fast. Just that fast. So, what are you guys going to do when you find a new camping spot? You're going to completely research the area. Find some sort of map, whether it's an aerial map or a printed map that you get from the particular park that you're going to. Check out if there's any streams, any creeks, any hills. You don't want to be caught in between hills during any kind of rain. There's all kinds of things to look for. If you have any questions, email me and I can send you some information on all of this. I'm outside right now, so I can't quote like I usually do. I just wanted to be outside. I wanted to not be sitting in front of a computer desk while I talk to you a little bit about this. So, don't be scared to get outside, but be smart when you're getting outside. Don't be scared to go camping. Don't be scared to go exploring those new areas, but be smart, okay? Use your outdoor safety skills. Stop and think about it. I want you to always remember these videos that you just saw, okay? That way you don't ever find yourself in a situation where you have to hurry out of a place to avoid this sort of stuff, okay? So until next time, stay safe. Mind your mom and dad or your parent or whoever you're staying with right now, and keep watching our website for more of our programs because we got a lot coming for you.